Today let's see how star-delta timer works. Generally a motor needs to be started with star connection, and after few seconds motor will change to delta connection. In between of these two, there should be a very short delay to avoid short-circuiting of windings. Some used to use general delay timer for star-delta changing, but a proper timer should be must to operate motor trouble freely. Here is one timer model GRT8ST made for this star-delta changing. A 1A2 is power supply to the timer. Then there is green LED light marked as on, and is the supply power indicator. Red LED light marked as or shows output indicator. If this timer deliver power to either star or delta, this red LED will be lit. Then there is timer adjustment T1 for star connection with star mark, which can be adjusted between 0.1 seconds to 10 minutes. If you need smoother adjustments for this, below there is the time percentage setting. Both these are interconnected and you can adjust 10 to 100% of what you kept on the T1 timer with this percentage timer. If you need 0.05 seconds, that is 50 milliseconds, you can keep T1 as 0.1 seconds and adjust percentage timer to 50%. Generally star connection can be cut off when motor reaches around 80% of its full speed. Motor can catch up this speed within 3 to 10 seconds. Further down you get pause time setting adjustment. This is T2 and is used to keep the delay where there won't be any power connection to the motor. This adjustment is available between 0.1 seconds to 1 second. That is 100 milliseconds to 1000 milliseconds. There are different timers available with different timer ranges for your necessary requirements. Generally 60 to 150 milliseconds are used for most of the motors for pause time. In this timer, setting starts with 100 milliseconds and keeping 100 is okay for a standard motor. Then there are terminals marked as 25, 26, and 28. These are SPDT terminals and 28 is for delta running. SPDT means single pole double throw. Soon I'll come to that. 15, 16 and 18 are SPDT terminals and 18 is for star running. 25 and 15 are power input terminals. When wiring the circuit, you need to connect control power from A1 to these 15 and 25 terminals also. Another tip I need to give you is, when wiring in electrical equipment generally power supply terminals are with odd numbers. Output terminals get even numbers. So you will see input terminals A1, 15 and 25 are odd numbers. Even on a 4-pole breaker, input terminals will be 1, 3, 5 and 7. Output should be the terminals with 2, 4, 6 and 8. Here on the side of the timer it shows how the connection should be. Let's turn it like this to see it easier. If we zoom it little more, much better now. Here you see S marked on it and is the supply voltage. Blue color full strip shows that supply voltage is available during this full period. Red dotted line I marked here shows the supply voltage started time to the timer. Dotted line marked at the end shows when we switch off the motor. This 15 to 18 marked area with T1 is the motor running time with star connection. So here in this period, input terminal 15 releases power to the output terminal 18, that is for the star connection of the motor. Middle area marked here is T2 and shows no blue color within that period. This is the pause time where no power is delivered to the motor through the timer, although the timer gets power through terminal A1. Remaining blue area is when motor gets power through 25 to 28 terminals to the delta connection. Although the length of blue strip is shown shorter, motor will run with this delta connection till you switch it off. So the total time between two red dotted lines I marked here shows the total run time of the motor. Let's show wiring of this timer now. From 220 volts supply, phase and neutral connection is given to A1 and A2. From A1 let's connect power to input terminals 25 and 15 also. Let's show these wiring on the right hand side timer also. A1 is connected to 25 and 15 too. From 18, power is taken out to be connected to the star contactor. Same way power is taken out from 28 to be connected to the delta contactor. Let's see now what is an SPDT switch is. It is single pole double throw switch. It is shown here at the bottom of the screen now. Power will be connected to one pole only, that is the number 15 terminal here. Double throw means that two outputs are available, namely 16 and 18. Terminal 15 is already connected to 16. But we use terminal 18 for star connection here. So terminal 18 is connected through the settings we arrange on the timer. It changes connection 16 to 18 according to the settings we did. Let's arrange the voltage supply through a single pole breaker now. As soon as breaker switch is on, output terminal 16 changes its position to 18, allowing power supply to the star contactor. The blue area arranged for the star running of the motor started filling now. After star running finishes, terminal 18 is disconnected and the power rests at terminal 16 again. Now the T2 timer is activated and pause time area started filling. At this very short delay period, although exaggeratedly lengthened, motor is without any power to it. This delay period will avoid any short circuit issues during star delta changeover. As soon as pause time is over, SPDT switch power input terminal 25 changes its original output connection of 26 to 28, enabling power supply to the delta contactor. Further, you can see that by using these terminals 16 and 26, we can arrange an indicator bulb system separately. Now motor is running with delta connection and will run till you switch it off. When you switch off this circuit, SPDT switch terminal 25, which was supplying power to delta connector through terminal 28, revert back to 27, enabling to stop the motor. Hope you got fair knowledge on this now. If this video is helpful, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.